information.
The 6 p.m. News Hour is brought to you by Digicel, Cayman's bigger, better network.
From district to district, moving through the waters to Cayman Brac and Little Cayman. Your station, your voice. All things Cayman. One radio, many people. This is home.
Radio Cayman in the Cayman
Sponsored by
Islands.
Pizza Boat. Now open in Queens Court on West Bay Road. Pick up or delivery. Call 949,000 or order online at www.pizzaboat.ky.
Sports Extra on a Tuesday, keeping you informed.
We have 10 seasons.
Sports Extra Cayman Islands.
A young team full of talent, full of desire to do good things.
We've had some success with the outdoor league being restarted.
Good evening and welcome to Radio Cayman Sports Extra. I'm your host, Dionne, and tonight we have a very special guest in the studio with us. We'll be chatting with the Vice President for the Cayman Islands Taekwondo Federation, Nadalis Henry. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
I am good.
Good. It's good to have you in the studio again.
Thank you.
I'm sorry you couldn't have the kids with you. I know how much you wanted to get the kids on the air.
Absolutely.
But I'll have you know, when I came on Saturday, I did a tremendous amount of interviews with all ages.
Good.
It was amazing. They're so cute and they were so talented.
It's all about them.
Yeah,
as long as
it is.
It's all about
them.
them.
It is. It is. In the next segment, we will be chatting with Cayman women and girls rugby coaches. The rugby union held a festival last Saturday, which saw the under 14 and under 18 girls scrimmage in front of visiting coaches from Brown University. It was huge. It was wonderful. It's nice to see that they brought scouts in for kids, under 14 and under 18. That, who are preparing to get off to school. I think that's pretty cool. Also, the women played a friendly match against Florida champions Tampa Crew. So that was pretty interesting. We're going to hear all about that and more just when we take a short break and get back to Sports Extra after a word from our sponsor, Pizza Boat.
I love Pizza Boat. It's yummy.
It has my two favorite things combined, cheese and boats.
Pizza Boat makes pizza way more fun.
Hop on board the Pizza Boat Express. Kids, now Pizza Boat makes pizza even more fun. Lunch or dinner, let Pizza Boat bring the fun. Pizza Boat, a Cayman twist to pizza, bringing fusion ingredients from all over the globe to give you locally inspired fresh pizzas all day, every day. Pizza Boat, now open in Queens Court on West Bay Road. Pick up or delivery 949-0000 or order online www.pizzaboat.ky.
Are you out late or up early working on your holiday shopping list? Pull into Reflections Food for Less, right next door to Liquor for Less on McClendon Drive. We're open 24/7 and our store has much of what you will need for the holidays. Come with a friend and enjoy the store convenience and savings at Food for Less, open 24 hours a day. Treat everyone special in your life to Reflections gift certificates, which can be used to enjoy the savings and amazing selections at Liquor for Less, Hemp and Tobacco, Jose Rubis, Food for Less, and Reflections. Kindly note that in observance of Christmas Day, all Reflections stores will be closed. Merry Christmas and a very safe and healthy New Year from your friends at Reflections.
Discover your dream home with Cayman National's home loan. Get up to 95% financing, repayment up to 40 years, and just a 0.5% commitment fee. Your interest rate? Depending on your risk factors, it'll be fixed or variable. Plus, you get a pre-approved credit card. This is a limited time offer. Dial 949-8300 or email lending@caymannational.com today.
Water Authority Cayman wishes to advise its valued customers of the following holiday hours at both its Grand Cayman and Cayman Brac offices. Friday, 22nd of December 2023, office hours 8:30 a.m. until 12 p.m. Cashiers will close at 11 a.m. Office will reopen on Wednesday, 27th of December. Friday, the 29th of December 2023, office hours will be 8:30 a.m. until 12 p.m. Cashiers will close at 11 a.m. Office will reopen Tuesday, 2nd of January 2024. The board, management and staff of the Water Authority wish its customers and the public a safe and a healthy holiday season.
All right, welcome back to Radio Cayman Sports Extra. It's now 5 minutes after the 7 o'clock hour. We have Natalis Henry in the studio with us, and she's going to share with us some exciting details about the first ever National Taekwondo tournament that was held here in the Cayman Islands at the Sir Vassal Johnson Hall of UCCI. Yes. That was really, really good. Apart from it being a great way, of course, to showcase our talent to the Cayman public. What was the purpose of hosting this tournament, Natalis?
So, we want the kids to know that all their work that they've paid off, it's coming up to the end of the year, and we need an outlet where they can showcase what they're doing to family, to friends, and it shows them that they are progressing in the sport that they, that they're in. Yeah. So we got to find a way to measure.
Yes,
it's not just by belt ranking, but okay, now that you're learning the skills, how do you put them to the test?
What did you think about the performances?
Oh my goodness, we were a bit scared because a lot of these kids, they are new to the sport.
Okay.
We have a handful of them that are on the national team, but at the same time, those are the only the national team, those are the only kids that get to travel and attend competitions internationally. Now, the ones that do not get to travel, they got to experience what it was like.
Okay, awesome. So so everyone that showcased on Saturday didn't travel before?
Correct.
Okay, well, that's good. At least they get that experience.
They do. And what we want to do is to do something here annually. So the first one was a huge success. We want it to be something held annually. So at the same time, a lot of these kids that don't get to travel, you never know, they then can become part of the Cayman national team. And then they continue on.
Okay,
it's a stepping stone to where we want them to be.
Okay, awesome. So, what was the schedule of events for those who were not present, who missed out this fantastic event? What was the schedule of events?
So for this time around, we decided to do 4 categories.
Okay, awesome.
Usually, especially in first time events, you get 2, but we did 4 categories, which consisted of Pomse, which is also known as forms. It consisted of an obstacle course for the younger kids.
Okay.
We also did a speed kicking competition, and also the main event, which is sparring.
Yes, that's
the
what they
fight.
love most.
That's what they love.
And that's the scary part for me. They enjoyed it so much, but I stood there. I was like, I don't know if I want. Especially when I saw the twins fighting each other.
Yes.
The sisters. I can't fight my brother. I'm afraid I'll hurt him. And I will go all out. Like we're a competitive family. We're a sports family. So you put me in a ring with my brother, and he's doomed. Oh,
you got to do it. You got to do it.
You got to do what you got to do. You say. But it was really nice to see.
It was, and a lot of them, they were scared.
Yeah.
And it's always, they come, and parents, like you said, parents too, they're the ones that are a bit more scared.
Yes.
And they'll come, I don't think my child can. And we're like,
see, this is why we take the competitions internationally. So the parents don't come along and don't harass you.
And everyone, it was great. Each category, it ran smooth.
Yes,
the kids were super excited. A lot of it, we wanted it to be fun for them.
Yes.
And teaching them that, it's not just about winning gold or silver or third, or even if you don't place, you have fun.
Right.
And parents, just yesterday in class, one of the moms came and said, I cannot believe my child
can do that.
Yeah. My little quiet little girl that doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
She came out of that ring with a gold medal, just jumping for joy. and I'm like, who is this person?
Now, as quiet as she is, if she has to defend herself, she will.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
And those are the people tend to mess with the quiet ones, and she's ready.
Underestimate us.
Oh,
Right?
she's ready.
Underestimate us quiet ones. Yeah,
I'm the loud one.
And speaking of belt, you mentioned belt earlier. When do the kids get? Is it belted? What's the term?
It's promotion.
Promotion, just a promotion. Okay.
So it takes about 6 months, 6 to 8 months,
Okay.
to go from one belt to the other.
Okay.
Now we tend to within that time frame do two testings. So you'll go from like a colored belt and then a colored senior. So you could be a yellow belt, then a yellow senior. So you're halfway to the other belt. So it takes about maybe, like I said, 6 to 8 months to go from that whole belt senior to other belt.
And what exactly are you looking for to get them to that,
So
that
each
promotion?
belt, each belt has a set of different things that they have to do. It consists of fitness, consists of pomse, consists of self-defense, consists of break-in. And when I say break-in, board break-in. So there's...
Not bones.
No, well, not yet. I've broken a few in my time. Other people's, not mine.
Okay, good. That's a good note.
But each belt has its own, listing of things that they must do. So... yeah, and we need to, in class, get them prepared for that testing. Because what we do then, we bring in the president of the federation to conduct all those tests.
Which is Mr. Steve,
Steve
right?
Graham.
Grandmaster
Correct.
Steve Graham. Yes. I met him for the first time.
Perfect.
Yeah.
He's a shy one. He's always in the back.
He's always pushing you to do I heard him when he said, but you're the one that liked to talk. I heard him.
That's him.
Oh, yeah. That was very amusing. Why did something like this take so long, Natalis?
You know what? It was just trying to build back up the federation.
Okay.
So the federation, since, Ivan came and, Hurricane Ivan disrupted so many things on this island. And one of that being the federation. Okay. And it destroyed our place completely. Okay. And from there, it was just trying to build back up and trying to gain momentum. And it was in standstill for a very long time. And then we just said, you know what, it's time.
Yeah.
Parents kept coming to us, and we saw all the competitions taking place overseas that Cayman can qualify and participate in. One of them being the Olympics, because Taekwondo is an Olympic sport. And we said, you know what, if we don't do it now, when are we going to do it?
But there were two other organizations or clubs joined with you all. Yes. And that was Taekwondo 345
and Golden Kicks.
Golden Kicks. Yes. How long have they been in existence?
So Taekwondo 345 is very new.
Okay.
We're about maybe 4 months old, 3-4 months. And Golden Kicks is about maybe, I want to say a year.
A year,
a little bit more. So it's still very new.
Yes.
The clubs are still being built out. There is another club on the island as well.
Okay.
So there's 3
Are they affiliated with the federation?
2 are affiliated with the federation.
Okay.
1 not just yet, but we're trying
working
to get
on
there.
that.
Correct.
Okay.
Trying to work with that. But the goal is to get all these clubs affiliated, to get all these clubs to come together. Because at the end of the day, we're doing all of this for the kids.
Yes, yeah, and it's under one umbrella. Why
correct.
not? Why not bring it all together under? Yeah, definitely. And it was really nice to see the other clubs join.
Yes, they were Golden Kicks. They were a bit apprehensive at first. I don't know. The kids are scared. It'll be their first competition, and I'm like, listen.
This is the best time to start.
Exactly.
Home. Yeah.
And then 7 of them participated, and they went home with 14 medals.
Yeah.
14.
Awesome. 14.
So they are beyond excited. And just for the next one, I know it's going to be way more.
Yeah.
Way more people coming.
I think so. You had how many? 53?
We had, at the end, the last total was 48. We were expecting 53.
Okay.
But, if something happened,
something always
someone
comes up.
Got sick, and there's things going around. So
it's Christmas.
But you know what? Amazing turnout for what we expected.
It was.
We started on time, which is big to say. Started on time and ended early.
Right.
So it just goes to show how, it was a smooth running machine, and everything. Parents were happy. They didn't have to sit around and what's going on, and, just to see their kid and family members. A lot of family members don't come to class.
Yes.
But they got to see
it firsthand, what's happening and, how the kids are progressing. What do you think the kids were most scared of? Because you said that a lot. A lot of the kids were scared.
A lot of them, it's the unknown.
Right.
And going up against another club.
Yes.
Because they practice among themselves and they know, well, I don't put me with that, or I know what I can do. But now there's another club that entered the room. It's like, oh, what can they do? I don't know. Yeah. But that's just competition. Yeah. And that's what they have to get used to. And we love that they had an amazing time. I mean, we had some tears, as always.
Yes. Yes. I heard the bawling. Yeah. Disappointment. That's fine. That comes with sports.
It comes with sports.
To learn
and
that
it
from
just builds you up for the next time around.
For life.
And we want to do this annually. So it just something that just brings kids out of their shell. And that we saw that firsthand. Yeah. So it was amazing to see.
What about this event, worked well for you, and what would you do differently for next time?
So I think we'll start with what did not work, I think, or what we could do differently. I think just having it in December. It's so many things that take place in December that it felt a bit rushed. Okay. So we want to have enough time to get kids prepared. Okay. A lot of kids, I think, might have thought, I'm not ready, when really they were. The instructors know they were, but we want them mentally prepared as well. And December, so many things take place as well. Right. And I think it's just getting the word out there sooner rather than later. Right. And it's just something that just December caught up on us, and in a blink of an eye, it was there. And I think what we did well was just so we had international coaches fly in. Okay. Yes. It was something that, completely independent. Okay. So when judging took place, when all the decisions took place, it was not us. Right. And the parents saw okay, it's completely unbiased. Right. So that worked very well. They kept the show running smooth. So I think bringing that international presence and building that relationship with Taekwondo internationally. Of course. They had such an amazing time, and they have so much plans for this little island. And the next event they want to put together is an international competition, and they'll bring down clubs to fight and compete with us here. Nice. So it's just building that sport and just, basically introducing it island-wide is what we're trying to do.
I like that. Yeah. Do any of the fighters, do any of them take part in any other martial art?
We have a few that do jiu-jitsu. Okay. So, and then everyone else.
And that is okay, right?
That is absolutely fine.
Good. Okay.
That is absolutely. We don't want, they're kids. Right. They're still learning what they want to do. Yeah. They're still learning what sport it is that they're, luckily you have some that from young, they know this is what I want. This is what I'm good at. But we encourage them to do everything else and see what's best for them.
What sticks, yeah.
Some are in football, some are in basketball, some are in every extracurricular activity you can think of.
So for those that are listening and we've been talking for about 17 minutes and they're like, what exactly is Taekwondo again? Yes. Like what part of the martial art is that? Could you explain to us what is that?
Sure. So Taekwondo, it originates from Korea, South Korea, and it's very similar to karate, except for we are not allowed to punch to the head. We can kick to the head, but not punch. But there's lots of similarities. It consists of basically pumse, sparring. You have pumse, for those that don't know, is like a series of steps. It's almost like a dance because there's a series of steps and you have to memorize those steps and those actions. But it's all about, I think, martial arts in a whole, it's about building confidence. It's about self-discipline. It's about self-defense. Yes. It varies a little bit from each martial art, but honestly.
How different is Taekwondo from Jiu-Jitsu?
So Jiu-Jitsu is more about grabbing and grappling and going on the ground.
Oh, yes, okay.
We're not allowed to grab or throw anyone down, but yeah.
So do you have kids that mix it up sometimes? Like when I played netball, I put the ball dribble down the court.
It hasn't happened. I know. It hasn't happened. I think something in their little mind switches. Yeah. Their mind is fresh, right?
Yeah,
There's not so much things in there.
Mine wasn't fresh at
exactly.
that time.
It hasn't happened yet.
You mentioned that, before we take a break, you mentioned that there's no punching or hitting to the head, but there's kicking.
Correct.
What's the difference? It's still...
I think it's...
To the head.
To the head. So to me, it's more of they anticipate... when you want to block, you anticipate the kick coming. But for some reason in Taekwondo, it's just not allowed.
Okay.
It's not allowed. So I remember when I was young and we did karate, we did martial arts competitions here in Cayman where you had karate and Taekwondo come together. Oh, that was a big rivalry. Karate and Taekwondo, what? And we had to learn for the competition to all of a sudden watch out for a punch coming to the face because we weren't used to that.
Yeah.
We would look out for kicks, but for a punch, so it was this.
Why did they mix it? Like, why would they?
Because it was a big rivalry. That was the karate versus Taekwondo, and who was better.
Is that an advantage to karate though?
You know what? That's something that we've asked, and I ask myself all the time.
Kick in the head.
But I'm like, you know what? What's going to hurt you more, a punch to the head or a kick
in the head? Answer that.
To me, absolutely a kick to the head.
That's why I was wondering why not a punch.
Yeah.
But okay, whatever works.
It's whatever rules passed down.
All right, that's pretty cool though. That's pretty cool. I watched it in action.
Yes.
And I saw a lot of kicking. And I did a lot of interviews with the kids, and they did explain that the rules where they couldn't kick above. Yeah. They can punch the head, but they can kick.
Right.
Yeah. Right. So that was pretty. With one of the senior,
yes.
the older guys.
And I saw that you saw the last fight, which were the two older, and they were really going.
They were going at it. Yeah. He was determined. He's like, I was not losing. All right. It was fun. We're going to take a short break. When we get back, we'll hear more from Nadlis and more about Taekwondo here in the Cayman Islands. Stay tuned.
It's party season, which means it's pizza boat season. Aren't you tired of the same boring pizza? It's time to party. All aboard the pizza boat. Birthday parties, holiday functions, office luncheons, game nights. Whatever your occasion, bring the fun with Pizza Boat, a Cayman twist to pizza. Bringing fusion ingredients from all over the globe to give you locally inspired fresh pizzas. All day, every day. What's more, now you can enjoy a boat-shaped pizza with toppings of your choice. It's Pizza Boat in Queens Court on West Bay Road. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Fridays until 3 a.m. Pickup or delivery 949-0000 or get it online at www.pizzaboat.ky. Pizza Boat. Experience the ultimate pizza voyage.
Whether your group works in an office, a hotel, a hospital, or even on the beach, no matter where your group works or what it does, BAF has a health insurance plan for you. You can always count on BAF for affordable, flexible group and individual health insurance plans with professional, friendly customer service. Call them at 949-5089. BAF, your health is their priority.
Planning a holiday party this festive season? Drop into Reflections Liquor for Less and discover the incredible Price Better markdowns. Hundreds of fine from $99. Cases of ice cold. Planning a holiday party this festive season? Drop into Reflections Liquor for Less and discover the incredible Price Better markdowns. Hundreds of fine from $99. Cases of ice cold below wholesale prices. Save $10 off liters of Absa.
Exclusively at Liquor for Less. Enjoy our big bubbly blowout sale for your New Year's Eve celebration. Fantastic manager specials on your favorite fizz. Prices so low, we can't say them on the radio. Visit our 5 Liquor for Less locations on Soundway, McClendon Drive near the airport, North Church Street, Savannah, or North Side. Ready to serve you. Open 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday to Saturday and 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. on Sundays.
Please drink responsibly. Non-alcoholic beers, wines, Reflections gift certificates, and gift wrapping available. Merry Christmas.
Paramount Carpet Cayman Brac Christmas sale is back. Friday, December 15th and Saturday, December 16th. 15% off in-store tiles, carpet, area rugs, and paint. Up to 50% off select tiles and in-store products. Open Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Located at 342 Spot Bay Road. Join the children's Christmas party at Spot Bay Park, Saturday, December 16th, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Paramount Carpets.
Alrighty, welcome back to Radio Cayman Sports Extra. We're talking about the first ever National Taekwondo Championship tournament that took place here in the Cayman Islands. 48 athletes from 3 different clubs here in the Cayman Islands, which was really exciting to see. What was even more exciting, Natalis, was watching the parents look on. Yeah, we had a very good fan base, a great turnout.
Yes.
Yeah, very good turnout. And just watching the parents with enthusiasm, and they were also, as like you mentioned previously, very nervous as well. They were biting their fingers. One lady, I had to literally put her hand down from her mom. I said, "Man, don't eat your finger. Your baby will be all right." I think it was a 5-year-old that was in the ring. It was so cute. It's very amazing. It's amusing, I should say, to see 5-year-olds in any sport. It's just the cutest thing, seeing them in uniform and kicking.
And they're the ones with the most confidence.
Yes, of course, because they don't know. They don't know anything right now. They're just fearless, right?
Exactly.
And that's the best time to groom them, huh? Is that where that's the age you get most of your athletes, or older?
We start, because it depends too. You have to be a mature 5-year-old.
Right.
Understood. Or a 4-year-old. Yeah. There was a 4-year-old that competed.
Right.
And it's not just for anyone.
Yeah.
So, but we tend to see a lot of 5, 6, and 7, and they're the ones. Their classes is completely full.
Yeah.
Completely full, and they go on and they have a good time. But at the same time, they're learning.
Yeah.
In the back of the mind, they're learning. A lot of them are coming out of a shell. A lot of them are learning self-discipline. A lot of them are listening more to their parents.
Yes.
We send them home with chores, and the parents like, you know what? They're listening to you.
Yes.
So please keep sending home those chores. So we work with them in ways that their little mind isn't even realizing we're grooming them.
Right.
For the rest of their lives. Yeah. So.
How can other parents listening in get in touch with you guys? And when is your program, and where are you guys based?
Absolutely. So we, as the Federation, we tend to, if they want to get in touch with the Federation, the number is it's 929-0345. I'm trying to keep in touch with all these numbers.
Yes, of course.
So 929-0345. What the Federation will then do is, educate you in all the clubs, all the Taekwondo clubs on the island, and you can choose and decide which one you want your little one to join. At the end of the day, they're all affiliated with the Federation. They're, trying to learn basically the same thing.
Yes.
But you as a parent have a choice, what best works for you, what's closer to you, there's different options.
Based on your observance on Saturday, between the 3 clubs...
Well, only two participated.
Yep.
One of the clubs, they went off to a competition in Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I understand they did very well.
Okay.
So
good. I'll have to follow up on that. What did you observe? Any different teachings?
No.
Okay.
And why I say no is because what the Federation also does, we have a black belt instructors class.
Yes.
So what we want to do is the instructors from each club, they come and we train with Grandmaster Graham.
Okay.
So he brings down his teachings and we spread it across the club.
Okay.
So we're every time teaching the kids the same things.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's next for you guys?
So next for us, we want to start the new year off with a bang. We want to continue to grow. We want to do a campaign. So there's a lot of parents out there that still don't know. They still don't know about Taekwondo. They still don't know that this is an option. And we accept kids from 5 years and above. So we want to do this huge campaign where we just spread the word to Cayman and just competitions. This year now starts off with brand new competitions.
Okay.
And in order for Cayman to have a stepping stone to reach to the Olympics, there are certain competitions that we have to be involved in.
Okay.
So that is the plan and that's the goal for
How
this
far
year.
away are we from that goal, from the Olympics?
From the Olympics. So you have to be a black belt, first and foremost, to participate in the Olympics.
And we have black belts?
Me? No.
Okay.
But I'm not going. Although they're trying to push.
So once you're a black belt, that's automatic qualification.
Well, you have to be a black belt in order to compete, to qualify.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. So not just any. I can't just put on a black belt and say.
No.
Yeah.
But what we want, one of the goals is to try to identify some of the top students and try to get them to that goal.
Right.
And that way we have representation for the Cayman Islands.
Okay. All righty. Any last words before you head out?
Just we want to thank all the parents and all the family members and spectators that came out on Saturday. It was a great turnout, and at the end, it's all about the kids. They were supporting the kids. We want the parents to continue to support the kids. It's very important. Taekwondo is something great for the community, for their upbringing, not just because, I grew up in it, so I can speak firsthand about it. But just stay tuned and look out for us. And like I said, we're coming with a bang this new year. So,
all right. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
Always wonderful having you in the studio. And stay tuned. We have girls and women's rugby coming up to talk about their festival. They had a festival also on the weekend.
Nice.
All right. Stay tuned. Let's hear a word from our sponsor, Pizza Boat.
Are you out late or up early working on your holiday shopping list? Pull into Reflections Food for Less, right next door to Liquor for Less on McClendon Drive. We're open 24/7 and our store has much of what you will need for the holidays. Come with a friend and enjoy the store convenience and savings at Food for Less, open 24 hours a day. Treat everyone special in your life to Reflections gift certificates, which can be used to enjoy the savings and amazing selections at Liquor for Less, Hemp and Tobacco, Jose Rubis, Food for Less, and Reflections. Kindly note that in observance of Christmas Day, all Reflections stores will be closed. Merry Christmas and a very safe and healthy New Year from your friends at Reflections.
Find your dream car with a Cayman National Vehicle Loan. Enjoy 100% financing, up to 8-year repayment, and a 7% fixed interest rate for the first 5 years. For eco-friendly cars, we'll waive your commitment fee. This only applies to new vehicles until December 31st, 2023. Call 949-8300 or email lending@caymannational.com today.
Attention all holiday hosts, Hurley's has a Christmas surprise that'll upgrade your Christmas feast to legendary status. Introducing our all-new custom Christmas dinner experience. Craft your dream holiday spread with our wide array of sides, meats, and charcuterie delights. Your choice, your creation, your unique Christmas. But that's not all. You can now also choose your portion sizes. The possibilities are endless. Head to catering.hurleys.ky now and let creativity guide your choices. Orders close December 18th, so order yours today.
The holidays are here, a time for family, friends, fun, and festivities. But for the people who are experiencing the pain of the loss of a loved one, or away from family or ill, the holidays can be lonely and difficult. We all know someone like this. This holiday season, take time to share and care with those around you. Be kind and gentle, and remember to be safe. Have a designated driver. Be careful on the roads, and enjoy the season. A holiday message from BAF Cayman.
The Ministry of Education invites all eligible Caymanians to apply for its overseas scholarship for the 2024-2025 academic year. To apply for an overseas scholarship or learn more about the various scholarship offerings, please visit the Scholarship Secretariat Unit's online scholarship application portal at www.moescholarships.gov.ky. Applications close on Wednesday, 31st of January, 2024.
Hello, welcome back to Radio Cayman Sports Extra. And we have Cayman Rugby women and girls in the studio with us. They held their rugby festival on the weekend at the South Sung Rugby Field. And I'm going to have them introduce themselves. So we're going to start to my right.
Hi everyone, my name is Linda Itunu. I'm come from New Zealand.
Nice.
And I'm here to help grow the girls and the women's program here on Island.
So you're a coach?
I'm a coach.
And you play as well? Do you play?
I'm an ex-player, but I did play in the weekend, yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Hello, my name is Destiny Morris. I'm one of the under-18 girls rugby players.
Awesomeness.
Hi, I'm Chantal Inkelden. I am the under-18 head coach. I'm also a player with the women's senior program.
Okay, so under-18 and you're the coach of?
I just pretty much help with
just overall.
Yeah, overall.
Okay, awesomeness. So, how are you all? How's everybody?
Good.
You guys had a wonderful weekend.
Yeah, bodies are still sore. I don't know
I
about
can imagine.
Destiny got a few tries, so she might be a bit sore. So
No, she's young. There was no soreness. I don't want to hear it. You had a fantastic game. I interviewed you on Saturday. You had a wonderful game.
Thank you.
And the scouts were quite impressed with you, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, because you got MVP.
Yes.
Amazing, amazing. So I actually had you on our sports report today. So that interview aired on sports. So now we have her live in the studio so you can hear all about it from her. So we're going to start with you, Destiny. Do you mind? Or you want to swing it to the coaches first so you can so you can adapt? It doesn't matter? Okay, that's my kind of girl. All right. All right, Destiny. Share with us a little about that experience playing in front of scouts that came all the way from Brown University. Where exactly is Brown in Penn State?
there were two scouts, so Penn State
and Brown University. Okay, so tell us what that experience was like. You know, scrimmaging in front of coaches that are looking on at you intensely for recruitment sometime in the near future.
Well, it was very nerve-wracking at first because we've never had anyone that big come and look at us play before, and we were training very hard for this moment, and just to have them see the growth and skill that we all did together, because we actually worked as a team to look that good together. So I just thought that, you know, it was just very amazing to have that. Exciting.
Okay, wonderful. Coach, what did you think of the under-18s performance?
I was actually very impressed with how they played. And like Destiny says, you know, all the drills that we've been doing at practice, they were able to bring it all together and set up some really good game structures. And it was amazing rugby to watch. And the girls played so hard. The level of physicality that they brought to the field was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
And the basic skills, the passing was amazing. And that's something that the scouts commented when they came to see our practice in the morning, is that some of the basic skills that the girls were showing were at a very high level, to the point that they commented that they're still working with their
girls.
Coach, to get hands.
Yeah, Coach Chow from Brown University, she did mention that the level of passing was really intense, really good compared to where she's at, and she's still working on that level. So she was saying, whatever it is that you all do in your programs, you need to share that with her. All right, so
no, that's not happening.
Yeah,
gotta keep it for our Canadians.
What drills go along with making passes a lot easier, you know, come game time? Like, what drills do you all do?
I think it's a lot of repetition,
right?
But also not static drills. So
Okay.
we try to do pass catch, as Linda terms it as well, in different scenarios.
Okay.
So on the move, at pace, but always repetition.
All right. And Destiny, what about you? Did you receive any feedback from your coaches about your game on Saturday?
I think the main thing is that I have to pace myself.
Okay.
So I'm not getting as tired easily.
Okay.
And also not giving up easily. Because when you're really tired, it can really slow you down energy-wise. And you can start to think that you're maybe not, like, good enough to be out here. You think you're slowing other players down. But one of our coaches, Miss Mercedes, she really talked us out of that headspace and into a really good positive one that we could keep going till the end.
All right. Was there any sort of like pressure? Did you feel any pressure?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how did you fight that pressure?
Think about all the people that actually came out here to watch us today.
Yeah. That
the club is almost like a family because they all come to support you.
And you guys have been doing pretty well, especially getting the girls together. There were 2 teams, right? 2. That's amazing. That's a good amount of girls that's playing the sport. How many girls are on the field at once? Per team, I should say.
Typically 15.
15. Right, so that's 30 girls that were on the field. That's amazing in itself, and you're doing a fantastic job at getting the girls out to play the game of rugby. What is it about rugby that you fell in love with, Destiny?
The community, really.
Yeah.
And just as it's a sport itself, you know how a lot of people like to get themselves involved in something. I think when I saw rugby and I was just like, hey, I like running, and also I make a lot of good friends in rugby. And everybody else is so kind, but then when you're out on the field, like 5 minutes later, like bashing into your ribcage.
Well, that's sports, right?
Yeah.
Your best friend becomes your enemy.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. What made you try rugby? Because I'm afraid of rugby, right? So what made you try rugby, and tell people like me why I should try it, why it's okay to try the sport, why not to be afraid then?
The thrill of it, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you a lot of like, when you're out there, when you're thinking of going, you're kind of scared at first.
Yeah.
But then knowing that you have other people to rely on the field, you're not alone out there, it's like, it becomes fun, really fun.
And who got you involved in the sport?
I say Miss Mercedes.
Yeah. So you just went when I remember it was like 4 or 5 years ago, she did a recruitment drive and you just tried out?
Yeah.
And you liked it immediately? Oh, that's awesome. So you've been playing ever since?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Okay. So what's one of your goals? Is it to play professionally? Have you felt yourself out in that area yet?
Yeah, I would say I want to go pro a little bit. Yeah. That's one of the things I keep doing.
And Coach Linda, what are some of the things you would like to share with Destiny at this time and to the people of the Cayman Islands about what it takes to get to that level, the level that you've played at professionally?
I think it's my first question is knowing who you are and what you're able to offer to the game, because like Destiny, I messaged her after the game and I was like, you had I'm getting teary-eyed.
That's okay.
Gosh, how did that happen?
Because she was very outstanding. She was, and as a coach, you were very proud of her. I was proud of her. I don't know rugby that well, but I learned a little bit on that day, and I enjoyed watching you play. I did, and Camilla did well as well. Yes. She did really good as well.
I think it's just like seeing girls find their own and really run off. I talk about superpowers, and I believe everyone has a superpower.
Yes,
and it's about not being afraid of that. And her superpower, I can tell her now, is her speed and her, like, she's physical, and I feel like she doesn't even know, she hasn't even tapped into it. She hasn't even tapped into.
I think
her
I
full
told your mom
potential.
that. I was like, she hasn't even tapped into her strength yet.
She doesn't even know. There's so much more to unpack there, and for me, that's exciting as a coach, sitting back and looking and actually seeing. It's like seeing your little kids find themselves and be like, you know, I know that I can do this and I'm going to run with it. So my big encouragement to Destiny is like, know your superpower, be proud of it, and know that that's what sets you apart from anyone else that plays rugby or in the world. So,
okay, awesome. So, being green to the sport of rugby, could you share with me that time where you guys lift the athletes in the air to catch the ball? What is that?
So that's it's a line out.
Right. Is that similar to like in American football where you have the extra point? Is that for an extra point?
It's kind of like a restart.
Okay.
To get the game going again. So we have two types of scrum to restart. So we have a line out and then we have a scrum.
Okay.
So it's a funny way of getting a restart going, but there's no points to it. But it's a even competition to try and win the ball between two sides.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's pretty much just a way of getting the ball in and back to your team.
Alrighty, awesome. So apart from Destiny, can I hear your views on what you thought of the under-18s and how they did?
I just thought I'm quite new on Ireland, so I arrived in September.
Nice.
And from that time that I arrived and seeing their first training to seeing them play in the weekend, like it's like night and day in terms of the progress and the change. I think it's more the change in like mindset for the girls because, they already had some skill, but I think they changed their mindset in the sense that they believed in what their ability was. So they had the ability to catch and pass and run onto the ball, and girls were not scared, like Chantal said, to have a go and actually get in there and play rugby. So I think I was just proud of the skill that they have, and because they don't play a lot of rugby, just imagine if they did. Because a lot of the other countries have games every weekend. These girls don't.
Right.
But they played amazing. Yeah. So it's pretty exciting, to be honest.
Yeah. And scrimmages like this are very important for them to help, develop their game.
Yeah, exactly.
Because when you go playing internationally. That's what most people always complain about. They don't get enough scrimmages to prepare them for international competition.
Yeah.
So that was really good.
Yeah.
So I know there was also, you know what, before I get to the third game, I want to hear a little bit more about both of you. It's my first time meeting. I've met you before.
Yeah.
But my first time meeting you, as you said, you're new to the island.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay.
In a nutshell.
Pardon? Yeah, in a nutshell. So I'm from New Zealand.
Right.
Samoan born, so Pacific. I'm an island girl.
Right. We had someone work from New Zealand that worked here for years.
Oh, really?
He was a Vakauta. His name was Koro Vakauta.
Is Tongan? Is he
Tongan.
Fijian?
Tongan. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, Tongan.
so I'm from Samoa, which we're neighbours.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Very nice. Yeah.
So I played rugby for a long time. So I played for New Zealand since I was 18. So I played for 17 years. And I retired in 2018 and kind of transitioned into coaching. So that's pretty much what's brought me here. So I do coach at high performance, but community rugby for me is real important. Grassroots. So that's what's brought me here on island.
Awesome.
In a nutshell.
In a nutshell. I know there's more to that story. And Coach Chantel?
I played rugby in Canada when women's rugby was just starting back in the late 90s.
Okay.
And I played for about 10 years and then decided to have a family. So I paused and I switched into coaching, and I was coaching at the university.
And never went back?
Well,
you kind of
she is playing there 3 years ago. So I've been playing with the women's team here.
Okay.
I went to practice just to build out the numbers because as a coach, I know it's hard to run a drill when there's only a few people, and then kind of got stuck in, and I'm actually really, really enjoy playing. Yeah. So yeah, it's been really great.
Well, you ladies played against, is it a Tampa Crew?
Yes.
On Saturday. 40-19 was the score, I think?
It was, yes.
What is it about the game you took away with you?
I think for me is I feel like everyone on the team has elevated their game.
Right.
And that we're working more as a cohesive unit.
Mm-hmm.
And so even though, Tampa Crew had a lot more game experience than we did, I think some of their key reactions allowed them to score tries when we were maybe not as quick to react.
Mm-hmm.
But as a whole, I think we played more as a unit. We played more cohesive and more structured. And I think for us, it was another step up from our last tournament, which was ran in July of last year.
Right.
Where, we played very well there as well. So I think we're growing with every game. So it's, as you say, it's very important to have these scrimmages.
And do you share the same sentiments with Coach Chantel?
Yeah, definitely. Part of the game where I didn't have to sit out for 10 minutes after being carded. That's, but
I'm not going to ask why.
I think they're not used to how I play here.
Is it a little more rough?
Where in New Zealand, it's a very physical.
Yes.
It's like one of our main sports.
I've seen New Zealand play.
Yeah.
So
it's a bit ruthless, but
yes.
But yeah, definitely. I think my main thing is about seeing the women's rugby girls and women's rugby on island be respected, because these girls work really hard. They don't just turn up and just go and play on the field. They put time and effort into it. So seeing them display that and have fun. Like my main thing is if you enjoy something, I always ask players, do you still enjoy playing? And if they say yes, I'm like, keep playing. If they don't, I'm like, don't play anymore. Go have a break.
So true. And you find most people that retire, that's what they say.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy it anymore. Having to get up early in the morning and work out.
That's exactly what I said. Yeah, that's why I retired.
That's why I retired. So it's not your time yet.
You
don't get to say that.
We practice in the evening. You're fine.
Oh, you'll still be playing in the morning. Don't worry. You want 2 practices in too. Share with us when is your practice? When do you girls practice?
Well, we practice on Saturdays and Tuesdays.
Okay.
And sometimes on Thursdays, Linda gives us skill issue practices.
Okay.
To work on our passing, hand drills, running with the ball, and all that stuff.
What time is practice?
So on a Saturday, it's at
9:30
to
11.
9:30 to 11.
And Tuesday,
it's just a lot of practices.
Yeah. I'm sometimes just a little tiny late, but
it's okay. No, don't say that. No.
She's on island time most
Yeah,
of the time.
okay. Oh, okay, that's it. All right, no problem. And Tuesdays, you said?
4:30.
4:30?
Yeah.
4:30 to 6.
4:30 to 6. Okay, I like that. I like what I saw on Saturday.
Yeah, cool.
I didn't get to stay for the last game
Okay.
because I was there from 1:30 and I was hot and tired and then I covered boxing the night before and I wanted to. The boxing was really good too.
Yeah,
it was
So
really
you're gonna
good.
put your name down for rugby?
Me?
Yeah.
No,
That wasn't
come
a
on.
straight no. Though.
No,
There was a pause.
Yeah.
There was a
Let's hope,
pause because I'm
let's hope.
surprised you even asked. I retired from one sport to go to another. No. But I'm happy that women of your status are here on island helping our girls and our women to develop, to progress through the sport. That's it's really important that we get the both of you, your insight on the sport to help, to develop these young ladies because they are the future.
Yeah, exactly.
And after what I saw on Saturday, I was quite impressed.
Yeah.
With all of them, the fighting, the heart. I think it was the under 14 I looked at, and I just felt they were moving so slow though. But I don't know if that was because some of them were new. I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. They were just moving a lot slower
they are
than
new
the
group.
okay, because the under
Slowly.
18s were moving a lot faster,
Yeah.
and I saw some of the under 14s. I was like, why aren't they moving a lot faster with the ball?
Yeah, I mean, one of the great things and the complicating factor is that we're always recruiting.
Yes.
We're trying to grow the
course,
sport.
yeah.
That is one of our main goals. And so it means that we do have a lot of new people show up kind of anytime during the season.
Yes.
So it is something that we have to kind of balance with, trying to include and grow the sport and versus kind of just focusing on the people who know how to play.
Right.
And one thing I do want to do is give credit to the girls.
Yes.
They are so welcoming and they have a way to make everyone who shows up to play rugby part of the family instantly. And for me, I was so shocked to see how nice and inclusive these girls are, and it makes me so proud.
Is there anyone from Cayman playing rugby in college? Women?
So I mean, Molly Kehoe is playing in Wales.
Football, right?
Football. But she played rugby for us for a long time.
Maya and
There's a couple of girls that have
Madison.
gone to school in the UK. So we've got Maya, Madison,
And they're actually.
And
Is
they're
Madison?
playing-
I know Madison. Is Madison playing rugby?
they're playing rugby there.
Yeah, okay, awesome. That's amazing. That's pretty good. I like that. So there's about 4 or 5 of them, you'd say.
And they're always, when they're here on island, they're always welcome.
Welcome to come back. And that was the purpose of having Brown here.
Yeah.
So they can recruit for the future, right? Yeah. So they were mostly looking at the under 18s more than the under 14s, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and they've indicated that it's something that they want to continue to grow the relationship between us and them.
Right.
And they are now going to go back to the United States and spread the word. So hopefully next year we have.
There'll be more.
Yeah, there'll be more recruits.
Well, they
coming.
were so impressed that they were saying that they wanted to actually pick more than the amount that they looked at. Like
Right.
if they could take more, they would. Like,
Right.
and I was like, that's unreal. Like, because a lot of the USA facilities is like a lot of their facilities are unreal. Like, so the girls will get the best of the best
everything,
over
yeah.
there. So for me, it's crazy that rugby can provide this opportunity for the girls, not only for them to come in and have a family outside of their own family, but have opportunity to grow in terms of education and also play rugby overseas.
How old are you, Destiny?
I'm 16.
Okay. So with you and Camilla, with Destiny and Camilla getting MVP, was that Brown University's way of saying we want them by chance?
There was definitely a few players that were identified as being on the radar.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that there probably will be follow-up conversation.
Okay.
And then there were some younger players that were also identified as, when we come back next year, we're
We're going to look,
continue to. So I was very pleased that there was quite a few names that were.
Awesome. I didn't ask, as coaches, what exactly were you guys looking for with these two teams? Especially with the scouts being there and that pressure that was set in, what exactly were you looking for in these ladies during the scrimmage?
I think for me, as I told the girls before they played, is I just wanted them to go out there and be you.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We've worked hard, as Linda said. We've put in the work. We've done the drills. We've explained the game plan.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's your time to just go and execute and have fun.
Right.
And I think they did that, and it actually all came together, and it was very good rugby.
Awesome. Want to share, and you want to add anything to that, Coach Linda?
No, that was exactly.
That was well said?
Yeah, well said.
All right, so what's next? What's next for the girls?
We're having a little break now.
Okay, for Christmas.
Our bodies
yes, Christmas
recover.
break.
Yeah, remember, it's Christmas.
And we're trying to identify a tournament. We have a couple of possible tournament next year around April. So we'd like to travel to somewhere in the U.S.
Okay, very nice. And any leagues coming up next year, and when? When is the Women's League?
The Women's League is we're on a break as well. We're starting again in January.
Okay.
And then...
so it's not... It's begun already, and you guys have taken a short break.
Yes.
Oh, who's winning right now? Who's the team to beat?
We're just the one team, so...
Yeah, there's no inter-island competition.
No, we don't have enough numbers for the women's.
Okay, so the Women's League has how many teams?
Just one.
So how do you play?
By inviting people like.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you more have like a girls' league. Do the girls, are they in the same category as you all, like one team, or there's more? How does the league go?
So at the moment, there's no inter-island competition. So the best way to get girls playing now is just playing against each other, and then the competition is more outside. So girls traveling either outside of Cayman, or teams traveling into Cayman to get game time.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, I never knew that.
Yeah.
Having said that, last year we were maybe 16 girls.
Mm-hmm.
And this year we have about 30 girls coming to practice.
Yeah.
So we're getting there.
So you're getting there. Yeah, I think that's amazing. What exactly do you think the struggle is? Why you're struggling with getting girls into the program? What is it about the sport, or?
Well, I'm quite new on island, so I'm not too sure. But from what I have observed coming on island is that there's so many sports out there at the moment that they kind of clash with each other. And I know a lot of girls have said to me, Coach Linda, I want to come, but I've got this on this day. So it's competing with other sports. And it's, and because there's so many other sports, and probably the lead sports on island at the moment is soccer or football, and what's another one?
Swimming.
And basketball and swimming. So we're trying to we have to compete with that. But I think once people come and try rugby and know that the culture is different from other sports, I reckon that's going to be the turning point. So as long as they come and give it a go, I think that's the main thing. Come and give it a try. Experience the culture that we have with the lovely girls that we have, and I'm sure that it will change a few minds about rugby.
Okay, sounds good. And with Brown coming, Destiny, is there, and it may not be Brown, it might be another school that you're looking at. Are you looking at another school or any other school right now? Do you have any school in mind that you'd like to attend?
Well, seeing that Penn State came down to those two schools, and
I keep forgetting that Penn State was here as well. That's because I only spoke to the Brown coach. Go ahead, sorry.
I looked at a couple in the U.S., one in Italy.
Okay.
Because I want to do pro rugby, and I also want to study international business. So I want to see my options.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Nice. I like that too.
All right. Any last words before you guys head out? Before you ladies head out, I should say.
No, I'll just echo what Linda said. Come and give rugby a try. And
I was just about to say, tell the people of the Cayman Islands why they should give rugby a try.
I mean, I've played many different sports, but rugby is very unique in the sense of that community feeling and that family feeling. And you know, there's a position for every person on the field. You know, we need to have players with speed. We have to have players with strength. We have tall players, short players. You know, there's a position for you out there. So come and give it a try.
What position do you play?
So right now, I would say inside center. When it's 15s, I'm sometimes number 8.
Okay. And what did you play before?
I was a number 8, specialist number 8, but I played loose forward. Okay. I'm sure you know what that is, eh?
You have 2 minutes to fill me in. You have 2 minutes to fill me in.
With what loose forward is. Yeah. So we're kind of like the main like ball carriers. We're kind of like a fast but also skillful player. So we can play in the backs and the forwards. We're quite physical and powerful.
Okay.
And explosive. Mm-hmm. Currently, I'm not like that. Before I was, but destiny definitely is that now. So, this is the future, and I'm excited for Cayman rugby and where it's going to go. And like Chantal said, let's just get people involved. Come in, try it out, and I promise you, you'll not be disappointed.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies, so much for coming by. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. It's so sweet, and I wish you all the best. Yeah. Based on what I saw, like I said, I too was very proud, and it made me more interested in the sport, coming out and watching the girls scrimmage like that, and seeing the talent that we have on island. We have a lot of talent on the island, and there's great potential for some of them to even be so much better than they are, and you're one of them. Right? You're already good, but there's, like she said, you haven't even tapped into what you really are going to be when you get older, right? And it's all here. But you'll get it eventually.
Yeah.
You'll get it. That's it. Thank you all so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Thank you for Taekwondo for also stopping by earlier. That'll do it for tonight's edition of Sports Extra. Of course, Sports Extra is about giving you the latest information on all sports here on island. If you would like to be a part of our show, please email me at sportsextracayman@gmail.com. You can also check out our Radio Cayman Sports Extra social media pages, just to keep up to date with everything that's happening. Thank you to our sponsor, Pizza Boat. Good night. God bless. I'm Dionne Anglin.
Sponsored by Pizza Boat. Now open in Queens Court on Westbury Road. Pick up or delivery. Call 949,000 or order online at www.pizzaboat.ky.
Don't forget to like us on Facebook at Radio Cayman Sports Extra.
You know, as a coach, I thoroughly agree. The athlete is just qualified for the World Championship on the biggest stage in a bar in the Olympics. The guys have we've been training for the last 5 months now, so we're there and they're highest spirit that they can do well.
It was really infectious. I mean, for a 4-day meet with 2 sessions each day, that's pretty exhausting, and these kids were just rocking the whole weekend. So